Always speaking slowly. Understand what we say. Just a couple of teachers. That's a Ben and A.
Here we go, speaking kinda slow. Trying to make you laugh with a super silly show. Making funny jokes using words that you know. Ben and Babe with a reggae flow. English conversation, that is our creation. Listen to the program from
English education.
Yeah. Get 'em now. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Oh, that's a teacher, that's a teacher.
Welcome to my sweat lodge.
It is a sweat lodge in here. Feeling sweaty.
I turned off the air conditioner just before we started recording.
Right.
I thought that, the coolness would stay for a while,
Right.
but it's already quite hot.
It's already
isn't
getting
it?
quite hot in here. It's all right.
Are you okay?
I'm going to survive.
Okay. I'm okay with hot weather.
Yeah, I remember what you said to me last time I was here. You were like, it's like a big warm hug.
It's like the air is giving you a big hug.
It's gross.
That's how I feel about like humidity.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's this big warm hug from the air.
Yeah.
Just always giving you a hug.
It's too much love, bro.
Too much love. I like the hot, thick air,
Gross. You're from the wrong country. You're from like a cold country too.
That's why I like it so much. Because we don't have that where I'm from.
No, you don't. Not really. Although nobody believes me, but it's true. San Francisco is at times more humid than a Japanese summer because of the fog. Because of the fog.
Yeah, but it's not hot.
No, it's not. It makes it colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's all wet.
That's the
cold
thing.
feel.
In the winter, Japan is quite dry.
Right.
Humidity intensifies
Whatever temperature.
not only heat, but also cold.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what we get in Vancouver.
Yeah, in San Francisco as well. So, and especially if it's windy, then it's like even colder.
Yeah, and like people will come from other places in Canada that are like minus 20 degrees.
Yeah, they'll love it.
Well, they'll come to Vancouver, and for the first week or 2 weeks, they're not used to humid cold.
Right.
So they're like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is worse than minus 20.
Right, because it gets into you.
Yeah.
Penetrates.
It penetrates.
Yeah. And then there's a word my parents use, and I still don't understand it, but seemingly mold, everyone knows, but they say mildew for mold. They're like, the mildew is growing.
Your parents use the word mildew?
Mildew instead of mold.
Yeah, that's a common word.
Yeah.
Mildew.
But it's not very like international.
Is it mold? Is it the same?
I don't get it.
Mildew is kind of like or in the shower.
Yeah, the red stuff.
Like that's mold, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't get the difference. And since
know.
mold is just seemingly more international, I've just...
Mildew.
Yeah.
They probably say mildew because they don't want to say
mold. Maybe. It's too
You
embarrassing.
say there's mold growing in my shower.
That's gross.
It sounds like
sounds
your shower must be disgusting.
Right. Like you haven't cleaned it in a year or something.
But if you say, oh, there's just some mildew.
Just a little mildew.
Just a little mildew.
It's the fog.
Yeah, it doesn't sound nearly as gross, does it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different connotations to the word.
But I never thought about that. Is mildew mold?
I'm like 99% sure it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of mold.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a million different varieties of mold. So, even to just say mold, it's like in my shower, there's always like a red thing, right?
Yeah.
That's mold, but like on your clothes, it's not.
A red? You get red mold in your shower?
Yeah.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Red mold?
Yeah.
Huh.
On the floor.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It goes away quickly. You just spray it with
spray it
Cabbie
with
killer bleach thing, whatever.
cabbie
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah. Which is just mold killer, really. So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's basically just bleach, isn't it?
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells like the chlorine-y, bleachy kind of.
All right. I'm going to apologize to our listeners.
Why?
Because I can tell you're suffering.
It's hot. It's genuinely hot.
I know.
Here.
I can tell you're really suffering. So I'm going to turn on the air conditioning. It might get picked up a little bit. You might hear some background noise, but I hate to see a friend suffering. So there you go.
Make it cold in here, Abe. Turn it down to like 20.
The set. What do you usually?
You don't
set
want to know. I
your
set
air
mine at like
conditioning.
19.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
That's
cold.
intense.
No, it's cold. I love the cold. It's nice.
I usually set mine to 26.
Holy crap!
What? Is that? I thought that's normal. Isn't that like a comfortable temperature? 26.
I don't think so.
My wife always sets it to 24,
Yeah, that's what every Japanese person does.
and it's like a war between
Yeah.
us.
You
Like
it
whenever
hot,
I
then.
come in the living room, I reset it. I beep beep beep, turn
Yeah.
it up to
Oh my
26,
god, that's hot.
and then like if I go to the bathroom
She
or
turns
something,
it down.
she'll go beep 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 and turn it down to 24,
Yeah.
and it's like our silent war.
Okay, what is room temperature to you?
I think 24.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, but I like
Warmer.
to be topless at home.
Oh. Is your wife also topless? Not
Unfortunately,
to get,
not.
not to get dirty about
It's
your
just
wife,
me.
but
Like, if I don't have to wear a shirt, that's great. I feel like comfortable.
right.
Like,
But-
what am I doing? It's my own house.
So
Why do I have to wear a shirt?
you don't have to. I mean,
Yeah.
but the rest of us do.
In my house?
Well, I mean,
You don't have to if you don't want to.
what's your threshold for outside temperature? Like, are you turning it to 26 when it's 24 degrees outside?
I would not use air conditioning if it's only 24 outside.
Right. Probably me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife sometimes would, and that
Okay.
drives me crazy.
So then if it's for her under 24, is she using it?
No, I mean, even 24, I think, is a very reasonable temperature. There's no need to change the air if it's already 24.
Are you super cold when you go into like convenience stores?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I love it.
I mean, I like it if I'm super hot and
Right.
it's like a refreshing blast of,
Right.
of cold air, but
yeah.
only for a few seconds.
Okay. See, I'm just
After a minute, I'm like, it's cold. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah. My boss told me that he doesn't speak so good English, so he just goes, "You are like old female Richard." And I go, "Oh, menopause?" He's like, "Yes."
He thinks you're going through menopause?
Yeah, because State Line does the same thing. They turn it like 24, 25, and like every teacher is complaining every day.
Really?
Yes, we all
That's
complain.
very reasonable.
It's not. It's not.
You know, when I worked for Beep, my old company that I worked for,
Wow, you just self-beep yourself.
I
You don't
did.
like actually say it.
then
and
I
beep
don't
over.
have to do it later when I'm editing. The rule
Mm.
After the earthquake,
Mhm.
they were doing energy saving.
Ah.
The rule became 28.
Holy crap.
Yeah. The office
You're just
air conditioner
cooking.
was set to 28.
How
That's
is that
the rule.
saving money? I don't understand the argument of changing the temperature saves any money.
Well, they did a double whammy.
Okay.
I should explain that expression.
I know
A
the
double
expression,
whammy.
but I can't think of how the double
Well,
whammy will
a double
materialize here.
a double whammy is when you do two things at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what would they have done?
So their double whammy was they started doing cool biz.
Uh-huh.
So they said, okay, guys, you don't have to wear a necktie anymore.
Right.
But the air conditioner cannot be set lower than 28. So you should feel lucky
I'm super
that
lucky.
your
We're
company
25.
allows you to have the air conditioner at 24 or 25.
Usually it's 24. They change it on the daily. Like it could be up to 25. Yesterday it was 23. Everybody was happy.
Are you allowed to change it?
Periodically, but I would say in the last like 3-4 years.
If you're touching the air conditioner,
they don't want us to touch it.
does the
anymore.
shacho run out and go, hey,
Sometimes.
Big Rich, rah, 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 what are you doing?
Not really, but I know there's probably a war that I don't know about.
Maybe there's
Yeah.
a silent war just
Maybe.
like at my house.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, the war continues.
Yeah, the war continues, I guess.
War continues. You win today, though, Rich. The air conditioner is on. Does that feel better? Here, I'll turn it to 23.5. Is that satisfactory?
Is that a little compromise going on here?
That's a compromise. Anyway, Rich, I've got happy news.
Happy news. I love happy news.
Yes. Recently, I found a way to look at all the reviews that we get from other countries.
Excellent.
So until now, I've only been able to see reviews that are from Japan
Okay.
on Apple Podcasts. But now I've got the way to see all around the world
That's cool.
reviews.
Which countries?
Well, let's see. Back in late March,
Okay.
we got a review from Germany.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
very nice review from
Yes.
the Germans.
Oh, wow.
Let me read it for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey there. Just wanted to drop a quick note to say how awesome it is that you're sticking with the podcast. Big thanks to Big Rich for that.
Wow.
I love Teacher Talk, and I'm so glad you guys are keeping it going. Can't wait for the next episode.
I'm happy then, because that means like whatever Ben did, I'm doing the same, whatever quality or whatever style or whatever.
Maybe even better.
Quite possibly, but you
I
know,
mean, you are American.
that's right. America
So
is
already
the
you're better than him in many ways.
best. Let's go, America.
Are you excited for the election?
I'm
coming
so
up?
completely bored with it.
bored.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't change my
There's
life.
so much drama.
Yeah, but
You got Donald Trump getting shot in the ear and
that was cool.
going,
I mean,
yeah, let's
yeah.
fight.
Of course he did, though.
And then you got Joe Biden like, hey, what's going on, guys?
And dropping
I'm
out.
fighting the thing in the Iraq and no more
He was getting pretty
change. and
dementia.
Obama. What? What year is it? And then he dropped out, and now you've got this
Harris and
Kamala Harris.
yeah.
I bet most of our listeners, and me included, don't know much about Kamala Harris.
Oh, she was like the
Oh, hold on.
sorry,
Hey, as an American
and a Californian.
and a Californian, is that where she's from?
She, I think, was on the yes.
She's from California,
I'm
same as
pretty,
you.
Pretty sure.
What is your opinion of this Kamala Harris?
Well, I believe she was the Attorney General for California,
Which is the highest position for like a lawyer.
or the prosecution.
Right.
Right.
The prosecution being a lawyer representing
The state.
the government.
Yes.
So she was like very top
Yes.
of that.
She might have been some position in San Francisco too. I don't remember. Anyways, her image was very like overly harsh on things that she shouldn't have been harsh on.
Overly harsh.
Yes, overly misusing the law to really, really, really prosecute people hard.
So she was maybe not very nice.
Yes.
She wanted you to go to jail for a
Forever.
long time.
Yes.
For anything.
Like
And
no leniency. And oftentimes,
so she was very hard on crime.
yeah, but it was more like misplaced. Like some people she would be hard on, some people she wouldn't.
Huh.
So it was like
So she had a bad reputation?
kind of, yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
So how did she become the vice president?
I don't know if I want to say this on air, but I'll say it in the nicest way because American politics is very race-based.
Race-based,
And
meaning
so-
depends on if you're white or black or,
Or
Asian.
And when you're when you're trying to become the president, you think not only about what region your vice president might be, but also what nationality, what gender,
Well, nationality is American.
yeah,
You mean what
race
ethnicity?
or ethnicity. So I don't know, just my opinion. I'm not going to say most people. She might have been picked as a woman of color to try to get votes.
Because she's not white.
Yes. Yeah. That's another judicial way of saying it. She's not white, so she could capture like
So
Hispanic
minorities will see
Yeah.
her and say,
Yes.
hey,
Yes.
look, someone who's not white,
Right.
just like me,
Right.
maybe I'll vote for her.
And I think like if you think about it, she was quite young, so it kind of was a good balance with Biden,
Who's very old.
very old, and then he's an old white man and she's a younger. I think she's like actually half Hispanic, half black, but
She's like half
think-
Indian.
or Indian or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. It's just like they chose, like in my opinion, she was chosen for that. Because I find
Because
her,
she's multi-race.
yeah,
she's
probably
a
too.
mix of minority race.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Huh. So that's kind of strategic.
Yes.
That they picked her to be vice president.
Yes. And I think she's just very dull. Like I don't even know anything about her. I couldn't tell you one political idea that she supports.
She's hard on crime.
Yeah.
And got a bad reputation because kind of hard on some people,
Yes.
easy on other people.
Yes.
She's boring.
I don't know anything about her. That's the problem.
And
Like,
the
I don't-
only reason she got to be vice president is because she's not white.
Well, look, that sounds super terrible.
Sounds
And
like a sucky choice.
I mean,
But the only other choice is Trump. It's
Right.
like, fuck. What are you
Right.
supposed to do?
yeah,
You
but
Americans.
See, look, I don't really support. I'm definitely a libertarian. I don't want to be a Republican. I don't want to be a Democrat. But like,
You believe in freedom.
definitely.
Okay.
But I just don't understand why Trump was so bad. Like, he was the president for 4 years. Nothing really bad happened.
I think people just hate what he is.
Yeah, I get it.
you
But
know?
like literally during the coronavirus, talking to my American friends like on the weekly, they'd be like, thank God he's not the president anymore. I'll be like, has your life changed? No. So what did you dislike about him? What he said. Turn off your TV.
So
You don't gotta watch it.
People mostly hate him because he says divisive things.
Kind of. But I think being a libertarian, I feel like I've stepped out and go like, but that's what the other side says too.
Right.
So it's like two children fighting over one
Aha.
toy.
Rich, you're reminding me of one of my favorite expressions.
Ooh, what's that?
And something I often try to do or I'll often try to remember.
Okay.
And that is actions speak louder than words.
That's true. That's true.
So you should care more about what someone does more than what they say.
Right. But he's also the symbol of America. And if he says really crazy things, it reverberates
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Trump is not a great choice to
No.
be the guy representing
No.
your
No.
country, but then your other choice is this
I mean, she's a nobody. Like, whether or not you like her or
She's
not,
a nobody.
I think
Meaning-
everybody would agree. She's a nobody. Nobody knows anything about her. Say one thing about her. Like,
Okay.
name one thing she's done. I'm not
Right.
saying she hasn't done anything. Maybe she's really good at her job, but nobody knows about her.
Right.
It's weird.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And she is kind of boring
Yeah.
to listen to her. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Okay.
I've had enough.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked.
Oh, it's okay.
Thank you, Germany.
Yeah. Thank you, Germany.
Thank you, Germany. Yeah. The beer is very good there.
Yes. German beer is best.
Yeah.
One of the best.
We had a listener, a German guy married to a Japanese lady,
Oh, yeah?
and he sent me a bottle of beer once.
Wow.
And it was mwah,
Ah.
amazing. I've never had a bad German beer.
No such thing.
They're great. Okay, let's see. Reviews from any other countries that we might have missed.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here's a review from Poland.
Okay.
Poland back in May.
Okay.
And the name of this person is Padre Andreas.
Padre Andreas.
Padre means father
Usually.
in Spanish.
Yes.
And maybe some other languages. Padre Andreas, Father Andreas. Sounds like a priest.
Could be.
The title of the review is
There's a title.
Thanks.
Just gets right to the point.
Yep.
I like it.
5 stars.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Well,
Great.
thank you.
And the review says, I like this podcast.
Simple is best. I love it.
Those Eastern Europeans, they're very direct.
Yeah, they're very direct and simple, concise.
Yeah,
Concise.
they don't
Yeah.
say anything extra. It's short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank
I love
you,
it.
Father Andreas, Padre Andreas.
Andreas.
Uh-huh.
Andreas.
The room is at a nice, comfortable temperature
You can
now.
feel it getting a little like,
Rich, I
nice.
see. I can feel Rich's energy go up.
I'm back.
He looked very
I
uncomfortable
was very
at the
uncomfortable.
beginning.
Yeah.
I feel guilty now.
Don't
making
worry.
you feel that
This
way.
is your house. You can do it.
But you're my guest,
Okay.
so I should be,
we can compromise.
conscious about how you are. I should be mindful about how everything is going for you.
You are an extremely gracious host.
Oh, wow. Thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Anyway, that's all for today, Rich.
Okay.
We're going to wrap it up.
Thanks for the great reviews.
Hey, speaking of, what did you say earlier? Menopause?
Menopause. Yeah.
Like when a woman's going through the hormone changes
Yes.
at around 50 or so,
Something.
45, 50.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you been dressing up like a woman recently? Have you tried?
The old what is it? What did we talk about last time?
We talked about drag.
drag.
queens.
Um,
And you were very interested in, trying women's clothing. Have you,
explored
Have
that
you-
at all?
yeah.
No.
Have you experimented?
Sadly, my wife is way too small for me to borrow any of her clothes.
I
mean,
you're very
she's-
large and she's
yeah,
very small.
She's very small.
So, if you tried her clothes, they would probably rip.
Yeah, definitely.
And then she'd be like, "What happened to
Yeah.
my underpants?"
Yeah. I am going to go have dinner at her place tonight. I could bring up the subject of maybe having a makeup party together. See what she would say.
Maybe you could try on her tights. Those are very stretchy.
Could be.
The bank robbers put them
Tights
over their head.
The
So if they can
nylon tights.
stretch some stockings, right?
But
you
she's
know?
really small.
Yeah, but bank robbers put
Yeah.
the stockings over their whole head and
Probably
their
get
face.
a larger size though.
So maybe you could maybe you could fit your legs in her stockings, and then you could get a feel for, that feeling that you crave.
I dream about it every night. I'm still going to hold myself to my opinion the other episode. I would love to try to do drag once. It would be fascinating.
You would like to give it a try just one time.
Even just walking around downtown Sendai, I would love to know the reactions. I would love to see what people... Like, what do the stairs look like if there's stairs? Or what would the questions be if there's questions?
You mean people staring at you?
Yeah, I'm not saying they would. I'm just saying, like, if, gauging their reactions.
You're curious how people would react.
Especially here where, like, I'm super tall. So
you'd be 2 meters in high heels easily.
Right.
More than 2 meters.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just imagine.
You look very happy.
Oh, my God. No, it would just be fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
All right. Okay. So no experimenting yet.
No, I'm not experimenting myself. I'm just saying, given the opportunity, I would, I'd say
someone needs to help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. No matter what country you are in, please come to Apple Podcasts and write a review. We'll definitely see it now.
Yay!
We got another one, international review, which we'll talk about next time.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, come to 55freebird.com. Come to Instagram or X and say hello or ask a question. We're waiting for you. We're waiting for your questions. The more questions we get, the happier we are.
Indeed.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Have a nice one.